For them, winter seas are not a threat, but a livelihood. As rough tides and cold winds shake their boats, they let down their fishing lines. A tug at the fisherman's fingertips signals that they are here. Life spawned by the winter seas, firm, large bodies reflecting the hardy lives of the Jeju people. They make all of Jeju a big festival in winter. They are Yellowtail. Jeju Special Self-Governing Province. The port bustles with people. Bare hands grasp eagerly at the fish. Catch it or miss it, either way, it's a lot of fun. This is the most popular activity at the festival, barehanded yellowtail fishing. It's not easy to catch these big, strong fish barehanded. The activity is a great way to see the strength of Jeju yellowtail in action.
축제 기간에 맞춰서 일부러 여기 잡으러 왔어요. 저희가 원래 이런 거 좋아해요. 가족 축제 이런 물고기 잡기 축제를 좋아해가지고 방어 축제를 좀 보고 싶어서.
The Bangeo Festival is the pride of Jeju and the largest marine-themed festival in Korea. In winter, the Jeju seas abound in yellowtail.
43,000원.
Yellowtail is usually eaten raw as hue. Its fatty texture gives it the name Bangeo, the character Bang meaning oil. In Korea, yellowtail are usually caught near Jeju and is considered a must-have winter delicacy.
전어는 가을이고 방어는 겨울이고.
겨울철에는 방어가 아무래도 좀 저렴하고 좋은 것 같아요. 맛있고. 이 문자 보면
Very good, nice texture.
겨울에 그 방어의 주산지가 바로 모슬포, 가파도, 마라도 우리나라 최남단이거든요. 그 해류가 상당히 세요. 그래서 그 해류를 거슬러서 이 방어가 큰 몸집을 운동을 해야 되기 때문에 이 육질이 탄탄하고요. 소고기처럼 이렇게 붉고 질기고 마블링이 잘 돼 있어서 바다의 소고기라고 할 수 있을 정도로 제주도의 아주 대표적인 겨울철 별미라고 할 수 있습니다.
Gusts of wind sweep over the island. For some, they are the harbinger of the festival. For others, they are the footsteps of a goddess. For the Jeju natives, winter is a sacred and important season when they must pray for the safety of the fishermen and prosperity in the coming year. In front of the harbour, there is a good ritual taking place for the goddess of the winds, who is said to visit the island in winter.
마라도 앞바다에서 그 방어를 나는 시기이기 때문에 방어를 많이 나게 해주십사. 또 자도 많이 나게 해주십사 해가지고 그 영등 신한테 하고 요왕 신한테 비는 기원제 굿입니다.
Living on a volcanic island surrounded by choppy waters, the locals have always found strength in the gods. Prayer is a part of everyday life here.
우리가 바다에서 해물질을 하니까 또 무서운 기도 있고 물에 들어가면은 그거를 좀 안정시키기 위해서 바다에 들어가면은 안정을 이달하려고 치우는 집입니다.
The ritual asks the goddess to tame the winds over the ocean and keep the fishermen safe and the nets full. Will she hear their prayers? At dawn, the Yellowtail boats set off to sea.
네, 지금 자리 좀 잡으려고. 미끼 잡으러 왔어, 미끼 잡으러.
The morning begins with fishing for pearl spot chromis, a tasty bait for yellowtail.
자리가 들어와야지.
들어온 게 나와요?
보여.
Bait is crucial to a successful catch, and thankfully the nets are packed with pearl spot chromis. This is what makes Jeju's waters the best spot for yellowtail fishing in winter.
이 남단에는 그 방어가 좋아하는 그 자리돔이라든지, 그래서 자리방어라고 그러잖아요. 그리고 전갱이, 등푸른 생선인 이 고등어 같은 게 많아가지고 그것을 먹으려 삼기 때문에 기름질이 풍부한데, 특히 봄철 산란기를 앞둔 이 겨울철이 지방분이 온몸에 퍼져 있기 때문에 아주 맛이 좋습니다.
Loaded with fishing bait, the boats begin moving once again.
1,800m, 3,600m 남았네.
Dozens of boats all sail in the same direction, toward the waters off Marado Island to the south of Jeju. A major yellowtail habitat in Korea, this area is known for its quick currents and rough waves. Fishing begins. Each line is hooked with a bait, and the area is sprinkled with more pearl spot chromis. This is the traditional yellowtail fishing method that has been passed down through generations in Jeju, using fishing lines rather than nets. Once yellowtail are tricked into thinking that a school of chromis is nearby, the tug of war begins. When yellowtail come to the surface, they are fished out using hand nets. Their size and strength are a testament to the roughness of the sea.
대방어요.
몇 킬로 정도 나가요?
한 10kg 정도.
Luck has smiled on the boats today, and they turn back brimming with giant yellowtail. Yellowtail are categorized according to their size. Small yellowtail weigh about 2 kilograms. Medium ones about 4 kilograms. And large ones are 5 kilograms or more.
방어는 크고 약간 빵빵한 이렇게 좀 살진 방어가 맛이 틀려요. 그리고 길이보다 더 일단 살진 방어.
Large yellowtail are the most prized sort. Their unique texture and fatty flavor make them perfect to enjoy as 회. Each part of the fish tastes different and is cut and enjoyed differently as well. The cheeks under the eyes. Only 2 slices can come from each fish, making these chewy morsels extremely rare. The lower abdomen is the fattiest cut of a yellowtail. The middle, between the belly and the back, can only be found in large yellowtail. It looks and tastes like beef. The belly of the yellowtail is a favorite of many, its fatty texture rivaling that of tuna. The back, with less fat, retains its firm texture long after it is cut, thanks to the high muscle content, and has a clean taste.
생선은 오래 씹게 되면 비립니다. 그래서 부위를 좀 많이 나눠서 자른 거고요. 등살에는 기름기가 적기 때문에 불로 한번 구워서 기름기를 올리고 그 기름을 태워서 조금 더 고소하게 드실 수 있도록 만든 겁니다.
Here, another festival begins.
지금부터 방어 해체 쇼를 시작하겠습니다. 방어 해체 쇼를 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 지금 앞에 보시는 게 10kg 정도 되는 모슬포산 방어고요.
For most people, this is an unusual, interesting sight.
제주 겨울방어를 먹으려고 온 거여서 물론 당연히 맛있다는 거 알고 왔고요. 이렇게 직접 이렇게 해체해서 하는 거를 보고 먹을 수 있을 것 같아서 더 맛있을 것 같아요.
This is a fish that has become synonymous with wintertime, so famous here that it is also called Jeju Yellowtail. When did Koreans start eating yellowtail? Yellowtail has long been a common catch in Korea's winter waters. In the annals of King Sejong from 1437, yellowtail is recorded as one of the main fish caught near Hamgyeongdo and Gangwon-do provinces in the East Sea. Yellowtail used to be abundant in both the East Sea and South Sea, but the stocks significantly declined after the Japanese colonization period. Since yellowtail move along the Kuroshio Current, they are now found only in the East Sea in autumn and the southern waters off Jeju in winter.
고고학적으로 방어는 제주도에서 발굴되는 그 폐총의 유적지에서 큰 그 생선뼈들이 나오는데 그 중에 일부가 방어의 뼈라고 이렇게 얘기를 하고 있습니다. 그래서 오래전부터 이 모슬포 남단 그쪽에서는 방어를 겨울철에 많이 생식을 해왔고요.
Even just 10 years ago, there'd been more than 200 boats catching yellowtail in the winter seas, but rising sea temperatures and foreign fishing vessels sweeping up the stocks have reduced the catch in the Jeju area. Still, for the people of Jeju, winter yellowtail is a precious source of food and income.
지금 낚시 갔다가 금방 갔다 왔거든요.
잡으신 거예요, 이거?
네. 금방 잡아.
이거는 어민들이 직접 이제 마라도 연안에서 이제 직접 어획한 이제 전부 다 자연산 방어와 히라스가 되겠습니다. 전체적으로 이제 보관되어 있는 물량은 지금 한 대방어 기준으로 한 1,500마리, 그리고 이제 중방어 기준으로 한 2,500마리 정도가 지금 보관되어 있는 걸로 보고 있습니다.
The harsh, barren winter is a season of hope for the people of Moseulpo. There is more to yellowtail than its flesh. Koreans have always been creative with their food ingredients, and yellowtail is no exception. There's nothing to throw away. The head and the bones are boiled to make a clean-tasting stock for Jeju's local dishes.
제주도는 땅이 척박하고 그 여러 가지 면에서 쌀이 잘 자라지가 않아요. 벼농사가 안 돼서 옛날부터 이렇게 메밀을 이렇게 심어서 그 쌀 대신에 주식으로 이용했던 거예요.
With rice paddies unsustainable in the stubborn soil, the locals turned to buckwheat as their staple. Buckwheat was strong enough to grow in the rocky terrain, and it was the local staple and savior. With the yellowtail broth, some vegetables and savory buckwheat dough, Bangeo Memil Sujebi was born. Since long ago, Jeju was a place of exile for political dissidents and criminals. Exile was considered an extreme punishment, second only to death. During the Joseon dynasty, 300 people met that fate here. Among them was Kim Jong-hee, one of the greatest scholars and calligraphers of his time. During his 9 years in exile, he created the script style called 추사체.
추사 선생이 입맛이 까다롭기로 아주 유명합니다. 이렇게 입맛이 까다로운 추사 김정희 선생이 제주의 그 갑작스러운 그 입맛의 이 환경 변화로 적응하기 힘들었지만 모슬포 겨울철에 나는 방어의 그 맛을 보고는 이 겨울철 방어의 그 쫄깃한 맛하고 그 기름진 그 맛, 제주에서는 이제 배지근한 맛이라고 그러는데 감탄을 하자는 그런 얘기가 전해 내려오고 있습니다.
Jeju food is simple and modest. It was a difficult adjustment for Kim Jong-hee, who was an artist and an epicure. Recipes for Jeju's traditional dishes are remarkably simple, intended to amplify the ingredients' natural flavors.
제주도는 그 간단하게 조리를 해서 자연적인 맛을 살리는 게 특징인데, 그래서 싱싱하기 때문에 조리할 때도 사람의 손질을 가능한 한은 적게 해서 자연의 맛을 살리는 그런 요리 방법을 사용하고요.
This quality can be seen in Jeju's traditional fish dishes as well.
제주도 하면은 향토 음식 하면은 모든 게 귀했어요. 요즘에는 뭐 어선들도 동력화가 됐지만 옛날에는 돛담배니까 멀리 못 나가고 가까운 데 잡아서 또 그때는 어구들도 그렇게 좋은 것이 아니니까 오면은 일단은 귀한 게 생선이었어요.
Today, developed fishing and storing technologies make yellowtail available anytime, anywhere. But in the past, it was a precious and rare seasonal delicacy. The best parts were enjoyed raw, while the bones and head were boiled with seasonal vegetables to make a simple but hearty soup.
그 나머지 머리나 뼈로 해먹은 게 음식으로 만든 게 뼈는 푹 고아가지고 보통 가을, 겨울이거든요. 방어를 드실 때는. 그러면은 들밭에는 제주도에 퍼대기 배추라고 있어요. 이 파란 동지 사자고 포기도 안 저고 냅작하게 하는데 그걸 넣고 무 넣고 그거 넣고 이제 매운맛은 청양고추하고
Simple recipes that use the ingredients as they are. The dishes look humble but are packed with flavor. Jeju's traditional yellowtail dishes prove that high-quality fish needs little help in creating a delicious meal. Rocky soil that refused water and a rough, fickle ocean. In this harsh environment, the people of Jeju turned to the gods. They believe in 18,000 folk gods. One of them is the goddess of the winds, who looks after the sea people. Legend has it that long ago, in wintertime, a boat carrying Jeju fishermen crashed on an island inhabited by a giant. The fishermen were miraculously saved by the goddess of the winds, Grandmother Yeongdum. She told them that she would come to Jeju every winter and grant prosperity if she was pleased with their devotion. For the people of Jeju, who have withstood whipping winds and roaring tides, the sturdy yellowtail is a reminder of their own lives. One man fell in love with yellowtail and settled on the island. Kim Jong-ho.
제가 여기 내려온 지가 지금 86년도에 왔어요. 내가 이제 여기 살게 되니까 이 지역에 제일 많이 나는 고기가 방어예요. 이제 보편적으로는 이제 뭐 횟감이나 뭐 이렇게 이제 즐겼는데 알고 보면 굉장히 다양하게 즐길 수 있는 게 바로 방어거든요.
Tangerines are another of Jeju's winter specialities. Kim Jong-ho created kimchi that uses tangerine juice to be enjoyed together with raw yellowtail. In Jeju, raw yellowtail is often eaten with sour-aged kimchi. Soft, fatty yellowtail and tangy tangerine kimchi create a fantastic harmony of flavors.
이게 감귤로 담은 백김치래요. 그래서 감귤 향도 나고 되게 식감이 뭔가 쫄깃쫄깃하다고 해야 되나? 쫄깃쫄깃한데? 맛있어요.
여러 가지 뭐 부위별로 맛도 틀리겠지만 또 요리 방법도 틀리고.
Yellowtail can be cooked in many different ways, depending on the part of the fish and the intended texture. For a soft texture, yellowtail is boiled into stew with 묵은지, or aged kimchi. For a spicy, chewy dish, it is steamed with a thick sauce and various vegetables. Yellowtail 묵은지 stew and steamed yellowtail. Seasonal Jeju yellowtail is delicious no matter how it is prepared. As the undisputed home of yellowtail in Korea, Jeju has produced an entire culture around the fish. The Yellowtail Festival, the largest in Korea, is a sign that the season of Jeju yellowtail has arrived. Every winter, visitors flock to the island specifically to taste the fish produced by Jeju's environment.
정말 맛있겠다. 새우 배가 있는 옆에 예, 우리 제주 방어. 예, 최고.
When cold winds sweep over Moseulpo Port, a festival begins. Jeju's yellowtail, constantly fighting against the rough waves and strong winds. While the world huddles up in winter, waiting for the onset of spring, yellowtail stays strong, gliding through the currents and enriching Korean tables in wintertime. It's the taste of winter in Jeju, Yellowtail.